So would you share with us first, maybe just a little bit about you, where you are, what you do, just a little bit about yourself. And I think you have a brilliant cup. Show me. Ooh, I like this. And a sixth person, look at that. Actually, one of our clients launched a business with this type of mugs. We can share a link later on. It's amazing.
Yes, yes, yes. And she's only taking orders until the end of this year, actually. So
I love
that would
it.
be a good gift. Yeah. Okay. So about me, other than I've got two of these lovely mugs. So I am Polish born, but I'm based in the UK. I have been for nearly 2 decades now. And I create a passive income, which means you help money come to you without having to go and work more hours. And I also turn active income into passive. So I turn kind of work streams into passive income, and I help others do the same. So I think that's probably the quickest and easiest way to describe what I do.
I love it. Brilliant, Joanna. You want to tell us about your family as well? You have 2 beautiful sons.
Yes, I do. Well, you never know. They might pop up here. Yes. So my husband and I have been living in Britain together. We're both from different countries, so it's a cultural kind of mix. And I have 2 wonderful 7-year-old twin boys who are just amazing. Every day there's something new.
Yeah, I love it. So Joanna, tell us, what were your results like when we met, and what inspired you to invest in yourself?
Yeah, so I'll go back because I like to go back to before that, actually. So because I kind of went like that, and like that again, and I think that's quite important. So a few years ago, I had a consulting job. I was a director in a consulting company. I kind of climbed my way through the ranks from a sort of entry level salary to a 6-figure salary. And I was traveling across the UK and Ireland, pretty much away from home Monday to Friday, making family life over the weekends. And it was great on paper because there was, a lot could be bought, very little time with the loved ones, a lot of stress. When the kids came along, it was kind of like, no, that's it. So I've decided to help others in a different way, not telling them what could be done, but helping to coach them. Yeah. In the meantime, I also discovered that property investment is quite a decent way to make money. And even though my husband and I kind of tried it as complete lay persons, we managed to make some decent money on the first property. So I kind of mixed the two together and thought, I'm going to start my own business. And I did. And from 6 figures, it went kind of to like, what do I do now? But I still didn't want to be employed by anyone. I didn't want someone to tell me, when I could do what. And especially when the boys were along, they were about 2 years old when I thought this is no longer working. So we met nearly 2 years ago now. And
we should have an anniversary dinner.
Yes, exactly. We will.
Yes, we
will very soon in another country. When we met, I was doing a little bit of coaching and consulting. I was doing a bit of property investment, and I was trying to find the way for me, really, to kind of do something to make sure that the income is great, but I have the time for my family. Because even though I had been picking up the kids and taking them to school, it always felt a bit stressful. I was there in person often, but often not really in mind or soul. So that was the biggest point, really, because why would you be somewhere physically if you're not really present? There's no point. It's a waste of time. So when we met, I was kind of all over the place, making about £1,500, £2,000 a month. So that's probably a good description of that.
No, thank you for giving us the background, because I think it's really, really interesting as well to notice that frequently when we move from corporate world, even though it was 6 figures employment, super overworked, not seeing your family, and then we start businesses where we attempt to have time for family, the money is not the same, right? The money is not the same. And then we have a wake-up call. Hey, something is not working here. I need to figure it out. Okay, so tell us your biggest wins since that day. What changed?
Honestly, I mean, the first win was that I attracted all of the money to pay for TIR in 2 days, which, you know, from zero, right? So that was amazing. But this is what your mind can do.
Yes.
When you set it right. I guess there's two sides to the wins that I probably recognize the most, but overall I started appreciating things more, whether it's the stuff that seems good on the surface or not so good on the surface, you know, that there's something in everything. But the biggest wins have been around the family life and the time, and some financial wins as well. So family wise, you know, I take the kids to school and I pick them up if that's what I want. And you know, me and my husband kind of argue, like, who can take them this time, because we don't want to overwhelm them, so we can both go. So so it's quite a good argument to have, you know, as opposed to you drop them off because I'm running late. I take the kids, you know, out of school occasionally, very naughty, but we travel quite a bit because I love to travel. So we're together in person and in spirit, and you know, when I'm there, I really truly am giving myself to them. So this is a big win, because then I don't feel that guilt that one could feel for actually being there but not being there. So this is wonderful. We've been doing some amazing travel, especially I was gonna say last year, but we're still in 2022. You know, we've been kind of discovering Europe quite a bit. Did some travel to Spain, Switzerland, and France. We took the boys to Disneyland Paris for their birthday in June, which was amazing. I've been doing some business in Poland, so I've been traveling there kind of every month, but really catching up with family as well. So it's connecting everything. What else? You're probably going to remind me of something that I forgot about, but you know, in general, I've spent the entire 6 weeks of summer holiday away, seeing the family in different countries. So that was amazing. You kind of not trying to show off the kids and putting them into different camps. They're actually asking me if every now and then they can go to some sort of activities, because most of their friends go because the parents work so hard. So they go to the wraparound care, and the boys don't have to. So this is a nice ask to have from the kids, you know. Amazing. Which is lovely. Yeah, it's nice to be asked, Mom, can I go to the after school club, as opposed to Mom, not again. So that's really, really good. And I'm looking forward to Christmas, because you know, it's also the time everyone switches off, but you don't think about, oh my God, what's next year gonna bring, what's gonna happen. You just enjoy it, especially in the position I'm in right now. It's just enjoyable. And that takes me to the financial results. So from the sort of 1.5 to 2K, I have set up multiple businesses now, and passive income streams. And overall, my results have improved by about 6-7 times monthly in comparison. Although I had a very interesting month this month, even though it's, what is it today, the 17th?
Yeah, so we're still in December.
We're kind of midway through the month, and I've
let's share that.
Yeah, so my various businesses have attracted more than 150,000, out of which about a third is mine from them. So it's not a bad end of the month. And there is still more to come, and I know that there are other things that are coming, and that allows me really to not just, you know, pay for what I want and invest more. It allows me to invest more in myself, to give back more. There's just so many more avenues, which I probably did on a smaller scale. Now I can do them at a bigger scale. So you know, earning more is great, not just because that's what you want and you want to spend all of this, but actually, if you're satisfied with less and you can make more, then you can help others who are in need with that money. So it's great to want more, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, we've done that education on Monday.
Good. I'm glad.
It's good to want more money. It's good to
I've got to come to your masterclass again, because it was such a long time ago, and I really enjoyed it then.
Refresh. All right, Joanna, this is so good. I'm pretty sure, you know, we spoke in one of the days of our workshop, we spoke about different ways of earning money, and I'm pretty sure a lot of participants are wondering, tell me a little bit more about multiple streams of income. Can you share the examples of streams of income that you have? Yeah, let's start with that. I think that's interesting to know.
Yeah. Okay, so I've mentioned property. So I've got a couple of property businesses in 2 different countries. I have some investments. So I invest in jewelry, I invest in crypto, I invest in stocks and shares, and a bit of trading.
Yeah.
I also have a book out. I have some online courses out. What else? A bit of affiliate marketing, a drop shipping business. There was something else.
I lost the count already.
Do you know what? Because it's so great, you kind of forget, and I always go, "Have I forgot this?" Well, I'm also helping others to learn these things. So I run a mastermind.
You're mentoring.
As well. It. Yes, I am, and I'm starting. And actually, 2023 is bringing a couple of new things as well. A couple of events that I'm hosting with some other lovely women, and some more different kind of mastermind stuff. So it's all very exciting because I seem to work less but have more sources of income. It's a really fun dynamic.
And what I would love to share as well is the reason why, because some people may be like, oh my God, she's so busy, but like, how does she pick up babies from school? Well, because most of it is passive income. So this is what we also open our clients' eyes to, you know, like if you want to earn more, you can have active income where, you know, you put in time, or you can have semi-active where you put in time once, like launch a book and then you sell it, or launch a course and then you sell it. And you can have completely passive income where you invest and then the money is coming back to you. So, you know, sometimes when you're coming from corporate world, you may not know what's possible. And this is what we actually share with our clients. You know, every quarter we invite clients like Joanna on an interview call. And we interview our clients who are successful around multiple streams of income. We ask them, what do you do? Where did you learn? How does it work? And then the rest of our clients can learn what's possible, what types of investments, types of businesses, types of multiple streams of income are possible. And then if you like any of it, not only you can learn how to make it successful, you can learn what our clients did to learn in terms of strategy. You can learn the mindset with us to program your mind for the results you want, the income results you want. But also you get to mastermind with our clients. So, you know, we have masterminds for investors, property investors, where you can join other clients who are doing the same and learn from them. So I really love the topic of multiple streams of income. I'm super, super fascinated. And I also love what you've done with your life, Joanna, because this is like, oh my God, what a difference.
Thank you.
Now, I love asking this question. When you were in that moment of making a decision to invest in yourself, was there any concerns going through your mind? And how did you still make the right decision?
Yes, so there was. And actually, if I was to separate the moment when I first decided, it would have been an intuition telling me, yes, go for it, because I felt here that was the right thing to do. I then had worries, doubts, fears, all sorts of stuff creeping in, you know, all these like gremlins walking all over you. So that creeped in around, you know, you've done other things before. Is this really going to help you? Is this going to sidetrack you? You know, should you just like get your head down and do your own thing? Are you going to find the money for it? Because whatever you do, if you're wise with money, you don't just have it sitting around. You usually either invested in something or it's somewhere else. So, you know, when a new thing comes, you don't just go, oh, I'm going to do this masterclass next month, and then that month after I'll invest. No one does that.
Yeah.
So that was the other thing as well, you know, is it like, are you going to spend the money on it now? I think these were the biggest things. But they came after the initial, oh my God, this is the right thing to do. I feel this is going to take me somewhere. And I always say to people, you know, when you stand in, like you have a door behind you, you've just crossed the door and you have a corridor and you don't know where it leads. It's like that. You don't know, you can't draw your life until the very end. You can only see what you're going to see at the end of the corridor. But when you get there, you have multiple ways. So often people think, yeah, but what's next? Well, next you're going to see when you cross that door, when you step into that. So, you know, it's so important to listen to whether it's your intuition telling you this or your fear talking to you. Because for me, like, all these things came out that were the reasons not to do it.
Yeah.
That were guided by fear as opposed to by intuition. And then when I went back, right, hang on a minute. What will happen if you don't do it? Will you regret it? What happens if 6 months from now, you're going to turn around and say, oh my God, that was a great thing. Why didn't I do it? Either why didn't I do it earlier? Because I would do it in 6 months' time anyway. or why didn't I do it? Because it's now gone and, you know, I'm in a different place. So I asked myself that question: what would you do if you're in the same place in 6 months' time? Do you think you're going to be in a different place? Do you think you're going to do it by yourself or not? And if you meet someone who's done what you want to do, like, what are you going to do? Are you going to try to learn from them? Or are you going to go, oh, great, I'm going to try and do it myself? Of course not. The easiest way is to learn from somewhere else, right?
Yes.
So,
I love this so much.
yeah, I mean, you can copy someone, but we all know how that works. It's like photocopying a page. Eventually it doesn't look the same. So why don't you learn from someone their ways, so you can create your way based on that blueprint? And for me, that's what it was. I thought, you know, you're doing exactly, or you having the results, the financial results I wanted to have. And why wouldn't I learn from someone who's achieved what I want to achieve? Of course, it's the right thing to do. Yeah. So very long answer to your question.
No, I'm listening, and everything that you're saying is so powerful. I loved everything you said. You know, my mentor, my first mentor, Bob Proctor, he said, when I interviewed him, we have a little interview with him from August 2021. And he said, if I asked him, listen, if there is one thing that you can advise to someone who wants to scale to 6 and 7 figures, what is it? And he said, and it was so profound, find a mentor, find someone who shows by their results and their clients' results that they know how to do it, they know how to teach it, hire them, pay attention, follow the steps to the T until you find out that they're lying or they have no clue what they're talking about. And I found this so simple and so profound, because when we want to learn something very well, we find an expert and we just follow the steps, right? So, and then we know the skills. So for instance, if we want to learn to drive, what do? We hire a driving instructor. If we are serious about getting fit, what do? We hire a personal trainer. Why would it be different around multiplying our income? You know, I find it quite fascinating when I hear that people want to figure it out themselves, because if you look at your current results around earning and your habit of earning and past 6, 12 months, 2 years, I think it's logical that figuring out yourself doesn't make a quantum leap in your income. And most entrepreneurs that I know that earn 6 and 7 figures, they really value their time. So they don't want to struggle and figure it out for a long time. It's like, I prefer someone to show me, someone who has figured it out, show me and coach me, and I know I'm going to get results. So then you can relax. You can just follow instructions and reap the rewards. And that's the attitude that I definitely learned. And I think you have the same attitude. And I really want to say to everybody watching, if you are really committed to reach your goal within the next 6 to 12 months, ask yourself, do you have everything you need to make it happen yourself? And would hiring a mentor help you get there? You know, hiring a mentor saves you 10 years of hustle and you achieve your goal in 6 months. Why would you wait 10 years? And another thing that you said, oh my God, that was so profound. You really don't want to wake up 6 months from now, look back and have regrets. I wish I did this. No, that's the last thing. You know, what motivated me to invest, one, of course, I wanted to make a change, but then the vision of me not progressing in life, where my heart and soul is telling me I can do better, that scared the bejesus out of me. I was just like, I have to do something. I cannot accept the idea of being in the same freaking spot for another year. I just couldn't.
Imagine 90-year-old Eva, right, sitting there going, oh my God, I haven't done it. And this is what they say, you know, older people say that, whether they're older or on their deathbed, the worst thing they regret is not making the choices that they were scared of making, and actually not stepping across the line. Because you know what, you can always fix what you've done, but you cannot undo what you haven't. Time passes. You can always make more money. You can never make the time back that you've lost. So this is so important.
Yeah, I love it. So listen, guys, we hope that this inspired you. Maybe you are someone who wants to have more time for your family, for your loved ones. Maybe you want to move from corporate employment into your own business on multiple streams of income. Well, if Joanna can do it, you can do it. All you've got to do is learn the step-by-step process and have support structure for a period of time in order for you to build this, to shift and to make it successful. And if this resonates with you, there is a link in the description of this video. You can click register. And all you've got to do is show up, do the work, ask questions, and then we celebrate results. That's how it works. It's like, I'm like a driving instructor. I may not know too much about other areas. If you wanted to get fit, I probably wouldn't be able to help you. I'm not a personal trainer, but there is one area that I'm specializing in: how to multiply your income, how to scale your business to next level and have more time for yourself and for your loved ones, how to make your business more efficient. And if that's what you want, just click and register and let me lay it out for you and support you. We can't wait to see you on the other side, and you get to hang out with Joanna, myself, and like-minded people like us. So thank you, Joanna. I really, really appreciate you. And I'm just going to stop the recording.